This Thursday marks the first birthday of Fritz, the hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo. Now, his famous sister, Fiona, is still a big deal. In fact, the latest book about Fiona is coming out tomorrow. So that's why we're talking with illustrator Richard Cowdrey about the new book called You've Got This, Fiona. Good morning, Richard, and welcome back to the program.
Good morning, LeAnne.
It's always good to talk with you. How many books now have you done on Fiona?
This is the 7th picture book, and then there are also the I Can Read books, which are for younger kids who are learning to read. I don't know.
Have you
There's like 8 of those.
Been surprised at all with all the response to this story about Fiona and really all the different storylines that you've been able to create?
Initially, I wasn't, because I thought, she had a very compelling story with how she was born premature and really wasn't expected to make it. So and she made it and had fans all over the world. So the first book, I thought, this has a good chance of being a success. And then to follow up with a Christmas book, that's always a safe thing to do. But to go to 7 books, and actually there are 2 more in the works. So we're looking at least 9 books.
Wow.
Yeah, that surprised me. So
well, I've got some video that we're going to show of the book itself, and I want to talk a little bit about the theme and kind of the importance. I mean, the thing that's so beautiful is you, I think, do an amazing job of obviously in capturing her expression, because I think we've talked before, hippos are kind of a weird animal to draw, but really for me repeatedly, the thing that you capture so well is just that expression in their face, specifically their eyes. How big of a challenge is that?
Not that big of a challenge. That's kind of been what I am known for as far as illustrating animals and, giving them expressions and having them kind of tell the story through their eyes and smiles or sadness or whatever. It just has always come naturally to me, and it really is the what most people hire me for, is to paint animals with great expressions.
And you're talking about in this book, they're showcasing the different seasons and just change that we experience, in a year's time.
Yeah. Well, and if you think about it, I was working on this book. I think we started about 1.5 years ago. And so, at that time we were still coming off of COVID, and, so change, I'm sure change is always an issue with kids and with adults too, but we were really dealing with it 1.5 years ago. So it seemed to make sense that Fiona as well would be questioning the changes in her life. And, in this book, she sees her migrating friends are leaving her during the winter time, so she is curious as to why are they going away, and
why will they be back?
Yeah, when will they be back? That's
sure,
right.
Sure. You've also been connected to another project that I think when we've done these interviews in the past, I've just not had the time to talk to you about, but I thought today it would be fun to share about the illustrations for the Marley books. And we've got a couple of pictures I want to show, the covers of those. Explain that to our viewer.
Well, that was, I'm not even sure, 12, 13 or more years ago. Time's flying by. The book Marley and Me came out and was a huge, huge hit. And so they decided to do HarperCollins wanted to do a children's version. And so they looked all over the country for somebody who illustrates animals with expression. And so they chose me. And the first book I did was Bad Dog Marley. And it went to #1 on the New York Times bestseller list and stayed there a while. So just like with Fiona, it ended up turning into a series of, I think, 6 or 7 books, and was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
And then, of course, that was made into a movie that a lot of people watch. So it's kind of neat. I'm hoping that there'll be a Fiona movie. Wouldn't that be fun?
As long as I get a starring role in it.
That's right. You'll be the zookeeper walking in the background, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I may be able to play a news reporter. You just never know. Hey, Richard, thank you as always. I know you're going to be in Cincinnati later this week and getting to have ice cream and be there for the party for baby Fritz as he celebrates his first. And I look forward to having you on as the next 2 books come out over the coming years. And you can find these latest books where most books are sold. Again, Richard, thanks for your time.
Thank you, LeAnne.
We'll take a break. We'll have more of 6 in the morning right after this.